No intro, everybody. We're just coming in, hot. Two
Do,
faces,
do we have bots? Oh, yeah, the bots actually work. Just sharing stuff.
somber moment of time. Uh, Welcoming everyone to come in. We're just going to. I just got in from work, so we're gonna give people a few moments to get in.
Yeah.
It will not be a long episode. We're going to be hopping over to the Discord.
Mm.
Is it getting passed around? Do we still have?
I'm posting stuff now. Boost. Nothing restream yet.
No, I'm not seeing anything yet. Let's see here. Hello, all. That's not it. It's 112. That is the
Huh?
wrong episode. 112.
That was what the bot posted.
That is the wrong.
Classic Jap. Dang it.
Oh, I didn't do it. Oh, I didn't update. Maybe I'll update now. Will it update it now? I don't know. Let me know if the title changes, but it's supposed to say closing the libraries, not exploring the libraries. Hello, everyone. How are we doing? Man, what have you missed? Well, I mean, I think you've missed just about everything, Jeff. I did like Jeff's post about he can never lose a game, an official game of Genesis again. But I'm hoping that that's not true. Just saying. Just saying. All right, as everyone's kind of filing in, we're going to keep this one really quick. We're actually going to move over to the Discord. We're going to move over to the fan Discord to be specific. We're going to do a town hall there where Alex and I will be available for as long as we need to be, I think. I have nothing on my schedule. At that point, we'll have more discussions. We'll set up a bit of a question and answer period. I want to spend some time just reflecting as well on some of the memories, some of the goods, some of the things that were exciting, some of the reasons that we got in. We are going to keep this very, very, very generic, and not say anything to any specific specificities, but we will say more in the town hall. I just wanted to come on and do the last little bit of exploring the libraries and just sort of say a huge thank you to everybody who's been a part of this game. It's not what we wanted. We were we were on the cusp of some exciting things, but it's just at this point, it doesn't look like that's going to be an option. We can ban whatever we want. Alex, do you have anything you wanted to say, sort of introductory, before we get through a few things?
No, sad, but time for us to move on to better things. Hopefully.
Yeah. Let's put it this way: that Genesis is closing. Haunted Castle Games is closing down. Genesis, the game, is ending. That is the information we have right now. Both Alex and I and other members of the design team are putting in the efforts and having the discussions and figuring out what are our next steps, what are things that we can do, what are things that we can't do, what is feasible, what is not. And we are all in agreement that we don't want the game to just be closed, done, move on, everyone left with nothing. However, time frames, things like that, we don't know. There's a lot to figure out.
Mhm.
I'm actually really thankful for a lot of the support that has been thrown out there. I know it's the
That's true.
tough time, especially like Alex and I have had some time to deal with this news, whereas others today haven't. So there will be lots of stages, some denial, some anger. I definitely have gone to anger a few times. Had some depression, some sadness, um, and now we're back into fix it mode. So here are some things that Alex and I are going to put out there as far as information to take away. In case anyone comes across this later, yes, everything is true. The game is ending. Asid is done, I guess is the way to put it. He's finished. Um, he that's his statement is on the website.
Yep.
There are some truths in that statement, and there are things that are, not discussed, and we'll have to sort of, let that be for the time being. I don't know if I don't know what your relationships are with Asid are. I doubt it very much if he's going to be answering his phone, because I'm sure there's a mixture of people there, even if you're reaching out for support or whatever. He is okay. He's still, things are still, as far as physical health, stuff like that. I know that he's okay. I mean, he came into the industry and tried to do something a little bit different. He took some risks, took his own risks. Yeah, but this has been a great community, one that I've really enjoyed fostering and helping to develop and helping to grow. And yeah, I'm not ready to give up just yet, as I'm going to see what our options are. Yeah, we have a few more minutes left. Things that are going to happen. We're going to go at 6 o'clock, or whenever this is done. At 6 o'clock, we're going to go into the fan server. We're going to have a town hall meeting. Alex and I will be there till whenever. There may be stages of that. I may be getting some contact information from people. There will be a smaller meeting afterwards later this evening for those who will be or privy to that or interested in that. Just to, again, talk about some options, things that are on the table. But what do we do now for 2023? So I can say that the design team members were able to procure a few items before everything sort of got closed down. I can't speak for everybody, but I know the mentality of the design team is that they want to be able to get that out to people. So we are going to have prizing support in some form or another for the rest of the year. I can confirm that Coliseum of Fate will be staying live and still going on. I have confirmed that. There's no plans to shut that down or to change or to remove that at all. We might be hopefully seeing how we can utilize that down the road.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the announcement was made, Invasions is not coming to print.
Yep.
We're hoping to get it onto Coliseum of Fate, or in some sort of print to play doc really soon. I think Joey's working on that. You could do something with the app. Upgrade the app, runs a Patreon on there. Yeah, we could probably do something. That's a great idea. I'm going to go as far as to say, Alex, unless you disagree, that the Plus champions are now legal.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you are not sure what the Plus champions are, we'll get those pictures and files up on the fan server as soon as possible. So they were upgrades to the original champions to bring them into the meta, into the competitive, but a lot of fantastic feedback on those changes that we were making as a design team, and how we sort of went about that. So those, I encourage you now to play with those. Okay, so Joey has the files. I know Alex has the files as well, so we'll try to get that stuff in the right spot. So those champions, feel free to use those champions going forward for anything. Anything in the fan server. So fan server, look for free events going to be happening once the sort of things settle and we figure out what's happening. I know at least I will try to do a monthly free event through Coliseum of Fate with prize support that includes OP and packs and promos. And I'm sure Alex will figure out if we do that once or twice a month at some point.
Sure, we could reach out to Jeff Pasito. He has a few chibi arts never printed.
Probably get some chibi art promos. We'll try to get those out. Even if Alex and I have to get those printed ourselves, or maybe we just go through Jeff. He can print them himself and do that. I mean, it's sad, but I'm hoping that it's not just a mass exodus. That's not what we want. We want people to remain, to keep enjoying the game. There's still lots out there. And honestly, come along with us as we figure out and navigate what happens next. This will be the last episode of Exploring the Libraries. That doesn't mean that Alex and I won't spin up something new to sort of represent this new phase. But yeah, I think that's all like the main points. Is there anything I missed?
No, I think so.
So, I mean, what's one of the things you remember most fondly, Alex, of Genesis?
Most fondly about Genesis, obviously being defeated by Steve-O.
Yeah.
In the championship.
Yeah. that was 2019 was a very very small knit community there. Steve-O is okay. I think there he is there. He's in the chat. We had chatted a little bit as soon as the announcement went live. So again, he's very much a believer in Genesis, which I think a lot of us are. So I'm sure he'll be in the conversation at some point too. My favorite memory of Genesis is Alex's poor internet connection that keeps stuttering.
I'm surprising it's stable right now, personally.
It's meant to be. Don't leave me alone. Not with this. For me, it's a couple different ones. I think really having been at all three championships is something that I really appreciated. As those closest to me being Jan and Sid always make sure to say, it's I never win when it counts. So, but I do get to win occasionally, and I've enjoyed playing Genesis for a long time. It's very, 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 very fun game, and I'm hoping to continue to play. Internet is stable. Will's resolve is not. It's been a tough week, Jeff. Leave me alone. Hey, Jeff, we can be friends now. We don't have this show anymore. My favorite memory is the giant bacteria face that used to be behind Alex.
They demanded I get rid of it. My family.
Yeah.
That they didn't enjoy a bacteriophage taking up so much space.
Yeah. There's been a lot of players that have come through. Yeah, thanks, Shrock. A lot of players that I've had brought into the game, a lot of players that I've helped develop, some players who've gone on and spurred on their own communities. So that is definitely a great memory. Favorite moments? I have a one that I actually will go down in infamy as far as like the first time I almost quit Genesis. It was I haven't been able to beat Steve-O in the early days because Steve-O is a very good player. And we were playing a deck, and I'm like, okay, I know he plays these Chrono Walkers, and I hate Chrono Walkers, so I'm going to use this other card that I hate called Cog Restrict, and I'm going to stop him from playing his Chrono Walkers and stop him from doing all his bolt shots. And I distinctly remember that I was in the position. I played the Cog Restrict. he played his chrono, and I was like, okay, your abilities still get shut down because I cog restricting your bolt shot. And he's like, no, it targets. And that's when I learned that Chrono Walker could get you out of a cog restrict. And I was like, stormed out, being like, what is this game? Why is this card so powerful? And then Epiphany showed up. Actually, Epiphany was there pretty early. I don't think we're going to touch the meta right now. I think we may save that for later if we want to actually officially ban things. I mean, you guys are going to do what you want as the community. Play with Hydroblast. Bring it back. It's basically knockback, but in blue. I will say this. There is still a chance, and this is very much speculation. I can't actually confirm, but there is still a chance that we could do something 2023 championship related.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know what that will actually look like. I don't know if it's just going to be an online get together, if it's going to be an actual venue. It really depends on how much of the community remains, because let's be honest, there's going to be people who have other games to play, and
yeah,
this happening now, my heart goes out to all the new players who are just joining in. Like, you're in an amazing game and you're just in a bad timing.
Yeah.
For those who have been around for a while, I really hope you get to see the invasion cards, because honestly, it is. I said to Alex when we were finally wrapping up on it, I was like, this is where decks will change. There's enough power in this set that the alpha cards and the beta cards were going to be less played. There's just that many tools. Yeah.
Now I don't know. Is there any restriction? I don't see why it'd be any issue with me spoiling stuff now.
Sure.
Yeah. Maybe in the next couple days when I got time.
It's an absolutely incredible set, and the artwork deserves to be out there. I'll work on those print and plays. Yeah. I think Joey and I mentioned or talked about it. We're probably going to do pages of cards. That way you get like 9 cards per page. You can go through, sort through them, print the ones you want. Maybe we can we figure out a card stock, or if people want to go to Staples, like, is there a specific card stock that they should use? I don't know if that's something that, I'm not sure if Staples has that card stock, right? Or is it just regular card stock, I guess?
Not.
See, there's the internet going. Look at that. It wouldn't be an Exploring the Library's final episode without a stutter from Alex. 68 pound or 100 pound. Okay. I can provide guidance on it when it's out there. Okay. That'll be good. Have that wrapped up nicely. Again, if we get them onto Coliseum of Fate, that would be great. You hear Cardamundis? Is Cardamundi printing them? Perfect. We should talk to Schrock more. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of conversations. It's going to sink in a little bit later. For some, it's going to be whatever. It's I mean, was the game going to last forever? Who knows, right? Like, was this going to happen eventually? Potentially, like, people move on from things. I'm just not. I can say 100% that I'm not ready to move on just yet, and I don't think Alex is yet either. But he can't tell us because of his internet. But the ifs, whens, buts, and all the I's and T's that need to be dotted is going to be the tough part. So I know there's a lot of questions to be had. I know there's a lot of things that want to be said. We're not going to say them here on ETL, but we are going to jump into the Discord and really start hammering down some of those questions and things. So it will be in the fan Discord. Let me see here. What is our voice going to be? Is it just the town hall voice is gone, right? We'll just jump in the general voice chat of the Discord. I just ask that you everyone have stuff muted while Alex and I figure out things. Post your questions to the Exploring Libraries tab. How many cards were invasions? It was 145?
137?
What was
Around,
it?
I've got something in there. I can pull that up. It's-
137, says Brad, our
There you go.
editor. Um, yeah, 137. Alex had a big chunk of those cards. This was the last print run. I don't think did this. I think Sid just had a few champions, right?
Just had the champions. Yeah.
There's no cards of his. I know there was 5 or 6 of my own. There was a whole bunch of Alex. There's other designers.
A lot of contest cards.
A lot of contest cards. Lionel and JC and Carl all had a huge bunch of cards in there too. And we had started working on the collision set as well, so there's starting to be assets for that. So yeah, we will answer more specific questions in the Discord. I believe JC is going to try to join us, and maybe Carl. I don't think Lionel will be able to. You don't have to print them all, Scheming. You can just print the ones you want when you're building decks.
No, he wants them all.
He wants them all. So, let us know how much you pay for those Scheming Skeleton. I know you always are out there finding the deals, finding those loopholes. I had flavor text. Oh yeah, that might be a good thing. Nah, we gotta print them all. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. So I mean, there are options. Genesis does run on webcam. So if you do want to keep playing with your print cards, you can do it on webcam. It takes a little bit of some prep, and you have to have kind of know what your opponent's playing beforehand. And then we'll have Coliseum of Fate to utilize, and I'm sure that I think we can say that we'll definitely put in the effort to try to get a get together of some sort.
I think we should take this guy up. He's offering promotion for our channel viewers and followers.
Wow. Just like that. Get out of here, bot. Yeah. All right. I will see everybody in the Discord. I just want to say one final bye to everybody as far as exploring the libraries. Thank you for being with us and enjoying all the chaos at times, or the details, or the information we presented. I love this game fully, and I'm intrigued to see where things go. Is Saturday at HOT still no? Yeah, no. We're still going to be, at least in the midterm, I think we're still going to be continue on. I think we need to do some box openings or some celebration stuff, or play some games and get in there. Thanks. Actually, that's a great. So I'm one of the things that was in the announcement was to try to keep the Angel promo thing going, and I believe that is, again, I think at this time we need to respect the stores if they decide not to, or flock to the stores if they decide to. But it all depends on when they get their stuff, their Angels or their mats. But I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure if Steve is still here, that we'll be doing the Saturday events. We'll still try to get that off. And yeah, that'll be a fun time for those who can come out. All right. Thank you, everybody. We're going to sign off here. We're going to roll into the Discord and yeah, start talking out and some more responses. That's true. I got to see it the other night. They are done by a fantastic. We will still run Genesis every Saturday. There you go. There you go. That's Steve-O for you. Every Saturday, Genesis. All right. Bye, everybody. Again, I can't say enough. I appreciate all of you who are here with us now. And yeah, I'm looking forward to where things go. Okay. Bye.
Hey guys.